as a Pan-African Month celebration, heritage, history, and diasporan engagement. Ghana Film Festival and Awards Month, the Ghana Music World, Culinary, which my brother was earlier butchering, Culinary Month. We have the Architecture, Design, Arts, and Crafts. We have the Fashion, Fashion and Textiles Month, the Literacy and Literary Month, and then also the support for the digital content creators in developing content that promotes Ghanaian culture, revive the Creative Arts Fund, provide financial support and for startups and all that, review the strictly enforced broadcasting, digital and media and local content provisions to stimulate the local artists' production, facilitate, enforce, and enhance the collection and management system of copyright and royalties in Ghana, and finally partner with the private sector to build an ultra-modern recreational village with an auditorium for films, musical, concerts, and other specific events. I like the last one. How are we shaping up with this one?
So good. Then again, I think there has been a lot of misconception about the BlackStar Experience.
So please take away the misconceptions. Exactly.
So the BlackStar, you know, in every manifesto there is a spirit to the letters, like they say to the Constitution.
Okay.
So the BlackStar, like you rightly mentioned, it eventually it didn't end with just events. You have to go to infrastructure. You have to go to different things.
Yeah.
So the entire idea of the BlackStar Experience is an initiative. It's a vehicle for the culture, arts, and tourism space.
Okay.
Just to project the Ghanaianness, the Ghanaian identity. So whatever you want to do in the cultural space, in the art space, in the tourism space, you should be able to project the Ghanaian identity. So under the BlackStar Experience, which is more like the drive, there are sub themes. So with these cutlery month, culinary month, literary month, that really falls under what the manifesto has, tourism 360.
Okay.
So with the tourism 360, you start from January to January.
Okay.
And it's going to be in the spirit of like Ghana month. I hope you get it. So every month there's something couched.
Okay.
And just like we are getting on board for the Ghana month, we get on board in that way. So that if there is a tourist who is coming somewhere in April, we don't have to say I have to wait till I come December. We open the tourism gate from January to January.
So that is what Kofi Ochidako mentioned at the launch.
Sure.
That,
so when we want to talk about
the
let's say the gospel according to BlackStar Experience chapter tourism 360, we have January to January event. So I want us to get it so that there's a Pan-African month, there is a literary month, so let's say we want to talk about our food and drugs in the Ghanaian way, in that celebration. So like we're doing for Ghana month, there could be an agency or there could be a lead organizer leading it. So then they can decide to do, okay, because there's Ghana Herbal Month, I want to do a play in that regard.
Okay.
So you also submit but not because you have to fund it, because we may not have the funds to support almost all of this. But there could be a lead agency. Say, we want to, in the month of storytelling, National Folklore Board can lead it. But that doesn't limit it to just National Folklore Board. Other institutions and organizations can come on board, like UNESCO and all of that can come on board.
But we all know that these people are there, Folklore Board, UNESCO, whatever. But the fundamental thing needed to drive the thing is money.
Oh yes, that's what I'm saying. Of course, there's going to be a launch of the BlackStar Experience, and there will be roadmap.
There will be a launch, a proper launch for it. Yeah, when are we looking at?
Oh no, that we just had a BlackStar Experience space in tangent with the Ministry of Tourism, and it is part of the manifesto in the 120 days.
Yes,
we are not going by 120 days. So give some space.
But we can't wait for the 120 days to
no, we are not even close. I'm not saying
60 days is gone. 60 days are gone. Oh.
No, but the system. No, wait. It's not how rushy it is, but how well it is done. And of course, there's going to be a communique in that one. And as we speak now, we haven't read budget. So how do you even launch it?
So you don't even go ahead of yourself to say 120 days then?
No, 120 days. Of course, by then we'd have launched and read budget. So it will be in there. So don't worry.
No, execution of the events is my worry.
The execution, it starts with the launch. You have to know what we. As a matter of fact, every year, like it's done for Ghana Heritage Month, we should know what we're going to do. So once we have BlackStar Experience launched for every year, maybe next year it's not going to be launched around that time.
Yeah,
it could be earlier, and then there will not be any reason to come and launch Ghana Heritage Month because by then it would have mentioned already.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
We have to know that this is a government forming. Budget will be read, and then there will be due procedure. The office of the BlackStar Experience was just announced. The office is being setting up. Unlike KOD's Diaspora Affairs, which already existed, this is a new one there. So they are moving there. And then, as a matter of fact, it is not just the BlackStar Experience that is going to do the work. There's supposed to be connection with the agencies. There are certain things that will be left to the agencies to do. So there's supposed to be the crossing of the dots and the crossing of the T's and then the I's and all of that. So give some small space within the shortest possible. Of course, there can't be the launch of BlackStar Experience without your knowledge. All of you will be informed and come in there. But on the surface, this is what I want you to understand: the spirit behind the letters of the manifesto of the BlackStar Experience. So anytime you want to talk about culture, there's a BlackStar Experience there. If you want to talk about arts, there should be a BlackStar Experience there. If you want to talk about tourism, there should be a BlackStar Experience there.
Okay, so let me get this clear. The 120 days social contract that has the BlackStar Experience in there doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be a massive takeoff after 120 days or certain significant events ticked.
So what I'm
let me land first. Ticked as completed or done within the 120 days, but it's supposed to be something that was going to be like a vehicle, as you said, as you mentioned earlier, to carry us through for the rest of the year.
So
not necessarily accomplishing it.
The BlackStar Experience is a drive for art, culture, tourism. Anything,
no doubt.
All the things we want to do under the manifesto is under the BlackStar Experience.
I get it.
So
my issue is the 120 days mentioned.
It's the launch. Go look at it critically.
It's supposed to be the launch.
No, just look at what is written there. Check it.
Okay, so one, it says the next. Okay, so they create and promote the BlackStar Experience as Ghana's flagship culture.
No, I mean go to the 120 days social contract. And see what was said about the BlackStar Experience.
Okay, then I need to go
so
through the whole thing.
In that one, it was stated that it will be launched.
Okay.
I don't have it here.
Okay, good. Then I wanted to come in quickly.
Okay, so let me help my brother. Okay. Let's simplify this.
Okay.
120 days into government, I'm not expecting the NDC government to roll out everything.
Okay.
Now, Francis and Co already have activities run throughout the year. So for year one, I was expecting that Uncle Rest and the team will tell us that, okay, we have certain programs already in the year. And so because this is year one, budget will delay and everything, we are going to tap into existing events. So let's say Theatre Month, we are going to work with Francis and Uncle Ebo White.
Support people and everybody.
Yes, and in that month, we are going to make sure that as a legacy, and I was discussing with him, as something that we are going to leave for the theatre sector, we make sure that all the taxes that the GRA put on the tickets for that particular month is off. Just to empower the producers to have more liquid going to subsequent years. Okay, so those are the things that I was, because for the first year, it's going to be tough for you to draw up internal programs. But already we have things existing already. And the whole BlackStar Experience Secretariat is a driver and an enabler. You don't have to restart anything. So just tell us that they are already existing episodic events for the 12 months. We are going to tap in and make sure that we lay at the back.
There are new things, there are new introductory things as well.
The new ones you can introduce when we have budget. You know, but once you don't have budget now.
But Nene, I think you are going ahead of yourself. You know, what you are saying now, I think it would be nice for you to say after you have seen the launch. For you know, all the things you are considering will be in there. You get me? But I think people having an idea that BlackStar Experience, I think you have a misconception that it means it's supposed to be done in 120 days. But in the manifesto, it's launched. So it is at the launch that you get to know the roadmap. That these are the things we are doing. And maybe we say we're having a theatre month. For theatre, we can't just say theatre month, because theatre has to be part of everything we do. That is our culture. Even our funeral.
So it will not be limited to just a month.
Yeah, there's a literary month. So when there's a literary month, maybe there's a connection with theatre. But one thing you have to understand is, when you want to even talk about Herbal Month, for instance. Let's go a bit away from the normal thinking.
Okay.
We want to promote
herbal medicine.
Herbal medicine.
Okay.
It's not going to be just fun. There could be workshops. There could be education.
Seminars.
There could be seminars.